From center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass., this is Lexington Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Tonight, it's the Lexington Blue Sox with a record of 14-5-1, hosting the Somerville Royals with a record of 9-13. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story as the Blue Sox look to continue their torrid offensive pace. They have outscored their opponents 55-8 in their last 5 games, a 5-game winning streak, and that includes a 17-1 drubbing of the Somerville Royals back on Friday night. Borja Jones-Barasalute winds and delivers the first pitch at 8:06 and misses inside for ball 1 to Jake Santolo. Next offering from the righty from Newton is on the outside corner for strike 1 to even the count. Santolo batting .318 with 3 homers and 6 RBIs. The pitch is grounded to the left side, fielded by the third baseman Justin Silvestro. Fires on to first, and the stretch by Dorian Rojas gets the out at first, 1 down. First pitch to Brian Campbell is fouled off for strike 1. Campbell has no homers and no RBIs, is batting .270. He checks his swing, but he went around, and it is strike 2. Borja winds and delivers the 0-2, misses outside, ball 1. Jeff Vigers is doing the catching for the Blue Sox tonight. And the next pitch runs too far inside, and it evens the count at 2. Two-two pitch, grounded to the right side and foul. Remains 2-2. We'll tell you about the Blue Sox historic offensive stats when they come to bat in the bottom of the first inning. The 2-2 once again. Runs way inside, nearly drills the lefty Campbell, and it's a full count. The payoff pitch is fouled off, and a good at-bat here to start the ball game by Campbell with 1 out here in the top of the first. This is certainly the antithesis of what happened yesterday when Ryan Filipowicz needed just under 50 pitches to get through 6 innings, but Campbell swings and misses at some off-speed and upstairs, and it is strike 3. So after an 8-pitch battle, Borja gets out number 2. That brings up John Collette, and he skies this one into left field. Julian Alvarez camping under it, makes the catch, and a quick 1-2-3 inning to begin the game for Borja Jones-Barasalute. After half an inning, Royals nothing, Blue Sox coming up. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on Local Sports Productions. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. On the mound for the Somerville Royals to begin the ball game is Rich Gilbride, a right-hander. And Gilbride is making his 6th appearance of the season, 1-3 with a 5.41 ERA in 22 innings. He's allowed 32 hits, 22 runs, 17 of which are earned, 10 walks, 20 strikeouts surrendered, 1 home run. Here is Jeff Vigers leading things off and doing the catching tonight, standing in from the left side. Blue Sox in their black uniforms tonight, with the Royals in their usual navy blue with gold letters and numbers. And Vigsy fouls this one off for strike 1. Vigsy batting .222 with 1 RBI. He pops this one foul. On to Worthing Road, we have an official broadcast. 0-2. Lee Vigers, then Dorian Rojas at first, and Taylor Ferguson, the center fielder, to begin the bottom of the first for the Blue Sox, who are on a torrid offensive pace, as I mentioned. Upstairs with the fastball, and it's 1-2. As I mentioned, the Blue Sox have outscored their opponents 55-8 during their 5-game winning streak, and in the 2 games they've played against Somerville thus far, as that's in the Dirt Ball 2, they've outscored the Royals 30-2. And the Blue Sox are playing Somerville tonight and tomorrow here at Lexington High. Tomorrow at Lexington High, the Blue Sox will be the road team, as that catches the outside corner with an off-speed pitch for strike 3, and Vigsy is retired, 1 down. I'll bring up Dorian Rojas, the first baseman, as he talks to Vigers to get a little information. Dorian playing his 10th game, .345 with 7 RBIs. 10 hits, 1 double. And the pitch is low for ball 1. Dorian takes down and away, 2-0. The Blue Sox have homered in 4 consecutive games. That's the first time that's been done in the Intercity League since the Watertown Reds did it in the final 4 games of their season in 2015. That's low ball 3. And they've been doing it in arguably the 2 hardest parks to hit home runs in the ICL. Here, center field, and Walsh Field yesterday when Alex Wojcik went deep. 3-1. Blue Sox are 2 home runs away from tying the team record for home runs in a season, as that is on the inside corner, full count. Dorian thought it was ball 4, and I don't blame him for thinking that, considering the catcher Collette dropped it, but it looked like it was definitely on the inside corner. So, full count to Dorian. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss and a pitch away. Dorian pitches the bat, runs to first. Collette gathers, fires down to first, and retires Dorian. So, back-to-back strikeouts to begin the game for Gilbride. And that'll bring up Taylor Ferguson, the center fielder, who is coming off a 2-double game and has got himself up to 4 home runs and 11 RBIs and a .340 batting average. In fact, those 2 doubles he hit on Sunday were the first 2 doubles of his season. So that's down and in to the righty Ferguson for ball 1. Ferguson hit 2 home runs here against Somerville on Friday. As that catches the inside corner, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Ferguson and Alex Wojcik are the first pair of teammates to have 4 home runs in a season for the Blue Sox since Dan Graham and Justin Wright in 2011. The 1-2 in the dirt, blocked by Collette, and it's 2-2. Gilbride winds and delivers. Ground to the left side, deep in the hole. It's the shortstop. Fires onto first off balance. Not in time. It's an infield single. So the Blue Sox have a 2-out base runner, and what do we say? They have him right where they want him, as the Blue Sox, of course, are known for their 2-out nobody on rallies. We'll see if there's another one here with Julian Alvarez coming to the plate.
54 runs this year with 2 outs, which is 42%.
Alvarez batting .250 with 7 RBIs. And we're going to wait for the car beyond right field to turn their lights off. The Blue Sox have scored 54 runs this season with 2 outs, which accounts for 42% of their total. Gilbride delivers, and he misses down and away for ball 1. Those 42 runs that the Blue Sox have scored with 2 runs are more than they've given with 2 outs. Are more than they've given up all year with any number of outs. Julian pops this one foul to the right now to play 1-1. Small lead at first for Ferguson. And a front door slider there, 1-2. One-two pitch, runner goes, the pitch is down and away, and unable to get the throw off is Collette, and it's a stolen base for Ferguson. Ferg picks up his first stolen base of the season. So a runner in scoring position for Julian. The 2-2 to the left side and through for a base hit. Ferguson is being waved around third. The throw to the plate will be cut off. It's an RBI single for Julian Alvarez. Look at that, a 2-out run, and the Blue Sox are on the board first. It's 1-0. RBI number 8 on the season for Julian, and Ferguson scores his 10th run. He becomes the 6th Blue Sox to score double-digit runs this season. So I'll bring up Dan Graham, getting the start in right field tonight. Grammer is the club's all-time leader in home runs since 2006. That's on the outside corner for strike 1. But he's getting someone. He has someone breathing down his neck on the leaderboard, and that someone is in the on-deck circle. Alex Wojtek. That's low, blocked by Collette. No advance by Alvarez, and it's 1-1. I mentioned Graham hit 4 home runs in 2011. In his ridiculous 2007 MVP season, he only hit 1. But he had almost 30 RBIs. Down and in, 2-1. Since 2006, the Blue Sox 3-home run game on Friday night was their first at home. Breaking ball misses outside, 3-1. And even with the danger that Graham presents, I think you got to throw him a strike here because Wojtek's on deck and he's on a hot streak. This is laced down the right field line and foul. Just out in front of that one was Grammer, so it's a full count. And Alvarez will be off with the next pitch. Full count. And the pitch from Gilbride in the dirt, ball 4, and that will, in fact, give Wojtek a chance to hit. 2 singles and a walk after the first 2 men were retired via strikes. Alex Wojtek has homered in 3 straight games. He has 4 home runs on the season. And he now has 7 for his career, which puts him on 3rd on the Blue Sox leaderboard career since 2006, behind only Pete Frates and the aforementioned Dan Graham. And Wojtek skies this one into left field, and it drops foul just left of the line. Down the left field line, strike 1. Harrington, the left fielder, couldn't get there in time, but fortunately for him, dropped foul. 0-1 to Wojtek. 349, 4 homers, 17 RBIs, which leads the club. He's overtaken the club lead from Jeff Costello. Gilbride comes set, and the pitch. Good slider on the outside corner for strike 2. It's a big pitch here. Can he retire Wojtek? Arguably the hottest hitter in the league right now. He gets him to ground this one to the left side, fielded by the shortstop, Caggiano. He goes to the second baseman, Johnson, for the fielder's choice. That retires the side. The Blue Sox get 1 run on 2 hits and leave 2. After 1 complete, Blue Sox 1, Royals nothing. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Video broadcasts also available. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Here we go to the top of the second with the middle third of the order due up. Wagner Gomez, Sean Harrington, and Rob Caggiano. Gomez, the third baseman, will step into the box first against Borja. Gomez batting .304 with 1 homer and 13 RBIs, and he comes up empty for strike 1. Big swing and a miss there. Gomez has a slugging percentage of .464, 2 doubles and 2 triples. That is down and in on the back foot, and it's 1-1. The defensive alignment for the Blue Sox, left to right in the outfield, Alvarez, Ferguson, and Graham, as Borja delivers another big swing and a miss. And an off-speed pitch there, and it's 1-2. Third to first in the infield, Silvestro, Ruaco, Wilsey, and Rojas. 1-2, misses the inside corner, 2-2. And Vigers, as that's upstairs, full count. Vigers catching Borja for the battery. Another 3-2 count, and the pitch fouled to the right and out of play, just over the heads of those folks in the lawn chairs down the right field line on the gravel path. Three-two once again. Popped foul onto Worthen Road. And it takes 1 hop. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up here for Gomez. Here it is. And he misses outside, ball 4. So, the first base runner of the game reaches base via an 8-pitch walk. And that'll bring up the left fielder, Sean Harrington. Gomez 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts this season. Harrington batting .292 with 7 RBIs, 4 doubles and 1 triple. And he takes on the inside corner for strike 1. Popped up, and this will get fouled out of play towards Worthen Road again. Low ball fouled to the left and out of play, and now it's remains 0-2. The Blue Sox in this 5-game winning streak have lowered their team ERA to 1.21, which is less than half of the second place team in the ICL, which is the Chiefs at 2.56. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and an off-speed pitch down and in the dirt and away from the lefty Harrington. And Borja picks up his second strikeout, and there's 1 down. That'll bring up the shortstop, Rob Caggiano. Caggiano batting .245, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And a slider comes over the plate for strike 1. Throw over to first, and back standing is Gomez. Blue Sox team ERA on this last day of July for the month, 0.93. Popped up into shallow right, and it will be caught by the second baseman, Wilsey, for the out, 2 down. These are the second and third most prolific home run hitting teams in the ICL, behind only Watertown with 13. Blue Sox have 12 as a team. Somerville have 11. Here's James McConville, the player manager and DH tonight. And he takes on the outside corner for strike 1. McConville batting .244, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. And he laces this one on a couple of hops to short. Rocco underhands to Wilsey for the out that retires the side. So nothing comes of the leadoff walk. After 1.5, Blue Sox 1, Royals nothing. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow LSP on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. Bottom third of the order due up here for the Blue Sox. In the bottom of the second, Jake Wilsey, Justin Silvestro, and Chris Ruocco. Rich Gilbride threw 29 pitches in the first inning, only 16 for strikes. But he only allowed one run. Here's Jake Wilsey, the second baseman, batting .478 with 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And he reaches for that one, pops it up foul for strike one. The defensive alignment for the Royals, left to right in the outfield, Harrington, Valdario, and Campbell. Third to first in the infield, Gomez, Caggiano, Johnson, and Santolo, and Collette catching Gilbride. Runs inside as Wilsey turns away from it, 1-1. Wilsey swings and misses at a fastball away, and it's 1-2. Wilsey is in the midst of a 4-game hitting streak, including a 3-for-3 performance yesterday at Wakefield, as that's fouled away. He's batting .500 in that hitting streak, 6 for 12, and he's scored 7 runs. Swings and misses at that one, however, and it's strike 3. Third strikeout already for Gilbride, and there's out number 1. That'll bring up Justin Silvestro, batting .171 with 5 RBIs, but did pick up a hit. Does have a hit in each of his last 2 ball games. He hits this one to center field. Back goes Valdario, camping under it, and he makes the catch for the out. So Stroh is retired on 1 pitch, and that'll bring up Chris Ruocco, who nearly had a home run yesterday on a ball hit to dead center at Walsh Field, and that is deep. The wind was blown out, but unfortunately the center fielder Lozano was on it. Thinking about bunting his way on and pulls back to take ball 1. Ruocco batting .225 with 5 RBIs, but he struck out 14 times in 40 at-bats. Takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. He leads the team in that department in strikeouts. Check swing, he went around, says the home plate umpire, 1-2. Ruocco was 1 for 3 yesterday against Wakefield. Breaking ball hits him. That's one way to get on base. Rub some dirt on it, go down to first, and the lineup turns over for Jeff Vigers. Tough break to hit a batter when you're ahead of him 1-2, but that's what Gilbride did. Here's Jeff Vigers, who struck out looking, leading off the bottom of the first. And Ruocco with good speed out over there at first, but has not attempted a stolen base this season. And this is ground to the right side. This will get scooped up by the second baseman Johnson. Fire on to first in time. A couple of one-pitch outs in that inning. Well, the Blue Sox had success swinging early in the count yesterday, but not so much here today. After 2 complete, still Blue Sox 1, Royals nothing. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at www.lexingtonbluesox.com, facebook.com/Lexington Blue Sox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. Top of the third, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for the Royals: Adam Johnson, Nick Valdario, and Jake Santolo. Johnson batting .313 with 3 RBIs. As he pops this one up down the right field line, Dorian chasing, and he makes the catch, calling off Graham, who's coming up behind him for the first out on 1 pitch. So that'll bring up Nick Valdario, batting .262, tied for the team lead in RBIs with 13 and also 1 home run. He is prone to the strikeout, though, as many of these Somerville batters are. Struck out 17 times in 42 at-bats as he laces this one into left center field, and this is going to drop in front of Alvarez for a base hit. He takes a wide turn at first, so much for kind of about striking out, but that is the first hit of the ball game for the Royals. So swing on back-to-back pitches. One gets popped up, one gets a single left. And the lineup turns over for Jake Santolo, batting .318 with 3 homers and 6 RBIs, grounded out to third, leading off the ball game. And that's down and away, backhanded by Vigers, throw down to first, and skips away from Dorian into right field. On his way to second is Valdario. He takes a wide turn, heads to third, and he will get there safely. So an E2 there. And all of a sudden, the Royals are 90 feet away from tying this game. Royals have struck out, though, the second most times in the ICL, 155. Slider catches the outside corner for strike one, rather. And this is into center field. In comes Ferguson. He makes the catch. Valdario tags. We may have a play at the plate, but it is offline. It is a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Jake Santolo. And the Royals have tied this game at 1. So that'll bring up Brian Campbell, who struck out swinging after a prolonged at-bat in the first. 2 down, the base is empty. And he hits this one to center field. Ferguson on his horse, and he makes the catch for the out that retires the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left. After 2.5, Blue Sox 1, Royals 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Coverage of Blue Sox baseball on LSP continues tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox take on the Somerville Royals again. Watch or listen live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel. 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Blue Sox here on the bottom of the third. Dorian Rojas, Taylor Ferguson, and Julian Alvarez. Dorian struck out swinging his first time up in the first. So the Blue Sox find themselves tied with the Royals here after the error comes back to bite them. And Dorian takes ball 1. Downstairs, 2-0 to Dorian. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 3 men left for the Blue Sox. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left for the Royals. Dorian in a hitter's count. And he grounds this one into the shift on the left side. Gomez throws the first high throw, but coming back down on the bag is Sintolo for out number 1. Wasn't a full-fledged shift, but the third baseman, Gomez, was close to the line, and Caggiano was only a few feet to his left. There was a big gap, about 60 feet from about 60 feet to the left of second to where the second baseman, Johnson, usually plays. Ball 1 to Taylor Ferguson, who singled, stole a base, and scored what is thus far the Blue Sox only run in the first. He takes strike 1 to even the count. Next offering. Breaking ball, got under that one, popped it up into center field. Valdario and made the catch. He tumbled a little bit and backwards to get that, but he did make the catch. And Ferguson is retired. So quickly 2 down, and now we're starting to see the brisk pace that we saw yesterday in the game against Wakefield. And here's Julian Alvarez. And an RBI single his last time up. And he chops this one towards Rick DeAngelis in the third base coach's box for strike 1. "47 pitches thus far for Gilbride. Here's number 48. And he gets a front door slider there in there for strike 2, 0-2. 48 pitches, 29 for strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Gilbride racks up another strikeout, 4, and the side is retired after 3 complete. Blue Sox 1, Royals 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Three, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Somerville Royals here on the top of the fourth with John Collette, Wagner Gomez, and Sean Harrington. And it starts with the second leading hitter in the ICL, John Collette, at .453. Behind only Lexington's Jeff Costello. Collette flew out to left, ending the first, and he takes outside ball 1. Only 6 pitches for Borja in the top of the third, but a single, an error, and a sacrifice fly allowed Somerville to tie the game at 1. So, as the gas finally run out on the Blue Sox offense, this is smoke to left field. Back goes Alvarez, and he reaches up. He can't make the catch. It's off the base of the wall, and the throw into the infield will be cut off by the shortstop, Ruaco, and a leadoff double for Collette. Collette with his 6th double of the season. That moves him into a tie for 3rd in the ICL, behind only Dan Chasen of Watertown and Mark Weber of Wakefield. So now a chance for Somerville to take the lead. As here's Wagner Gomez, who walked, leading off the 2nd. Swing and a miss. And a breaking ball down, and it's 0-1. Gomez was flailing early in the count against Borja last time up, but then he eventually drew a walk. So, good in-at-bat adjustment. Not so much there as he swings and misses at another pitch of the dirt, and it's 0-2. Borja comes set. And the pitch. Grounded right back to Borja. Looks the runner back. And now they've got Collette in the hot box. And he will just accept the out. 1-6-5. 1-4-5 rather. And it's a fielder's choice. And there's one down. Sorry, was that 1-6-5 or 1-4-5? 1-6-5. So, runner on first, 1 out, and here's Sean Harrington. Harrington struck out swinging his first time up, and he swings and misses at this one for strike number 1. Harrington batting .292 with 7 RBIs. The pitch catches the outside corner. Like a change up there, and it's 0-2. Just heard from Mark. You saw Thomas Russo play on the Cape this weekend?
I did not.
Oh, I thought you said you did, but you saw him though, Bruce, right, on Saturday? Yeah. Up and away 1-2, and apparently the Harbor Hawks have won both games that Thomas has started. So I think they found the winning formula there. 1-2 the count. Rob Caggiano on deck for the Royals. And the pitch. Can't get the outside corner to the lefty Harrington. Got to 0-2 on basically the same pitch, but that was just a little further outside. 2-2. Downstairs, full count. And Borja in danger of issuing his second walk after being ahead 0-2. I'll throw over to first, and Gomez is back standing. Borja was ahead of Gomez 1-2 in the second, but ended up walking him. He was ahead of Campbell 0-2. He got it to a full count, but then eventually he struck him out as that's fouled onto Worthen Road. .45 pitches thus far for Borja. Here's number 46, and that hit him. After being ahead 0-2, and then falling behind 3-2, he hits Harrington, and that's going to bring Matt Karras out to the mound. First and second, 1 out. And Rob Caggiano with another runner in scoring position for the Royals. Into the Blue Sox wearing the black uniforms, wearing the camo hats with them. So first and second, one out for Caggiano, who popped up to second, his first time up in the second. And the pitch. Fouled at the dish for strike one. Runners with small leads at their respective bases, and the pitch is fouled away, 0-2. So here's Borja again ahead of his third straight batter, 0-2. He got a fielder's choice off of Gomez, but then ended up hitting Harrington. Can he put Caggiano away in a tough spot? The 0-2. Down and away. Backhanded by Vigers, and no advance by the runners, 1-2.
No, he's right there, actually.
The pitch. Chopper down the third base line is a foul ball. That would have given the Royals the lead if that had stayed fair, but as it stands, still 1-2 to Caggiano. As the Royals, after being outscored in their first two games against the Blue Sox 30-2, find themselves playing a much more competitive ball game here in the fourth, and looking to take the lead against the Blue Sox for the first time this season. This is ground to the left side. Silvestro to second for one. On to first. Not in time. So Gomez advances to third. Harrington is retired 5-4. And now the go-ahead run 90 feet away, but with two down for James McConville, who grounded into a fielder's choice to end the second. Two fielder's choices in the inning, a double and a walk. McConville with a chance here. He smokes this one into left field. That's going to get down into the gap. One run will score. Being held at third is Caggiano. It's a long single from McConville, and the Somerville Royals have taken a 2-1 lead on the Blue Sox. First pitch swinging a long single for McConville. So now the Blue Sox have to play catch-up, which they haven't had to do for a long time. Here's Adam Johnson, popped up to first, leading off the third, and he takes at the knees strike one. For McConville, that's his 6th RBI of the season, and his 12th hit. The pitch into center field. Ferguson going back. Now a few steps towards his left. Makes the catch, and the side is retired, but the Somerville Royals take the lead on 1 run, 2 hits. No errors, and they leave 2. After 3.5, we're halfway home. It is the Royals 2 and the Blue Sox 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Video broadcasts also available. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Bottom of the fourth, the Blue Sox need to get the bats woken up here. They only have 1 run on 2 hits. They find themselves trailing the Somerville Royals. 2-1 after again shellacking them the first 2 times. Dan Graham, to lead things off, he walked in the first. And he takes strike 1. After throwing 29 pitches in the first inning, Rich Gilbride is needed just as that swung on and missed. Bad swing there by Danny, and it's 0-2. Rich Gilbride is needed just 20 pitches to get through the last 2 innings. And now he's ahead of Graham, 0-2. Takes just outside, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Graham in a spot where his team is trailing, showing a good eye there. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball down the right field line, and this will get fair into the corner. Graham is on his way to second. It's fielded by Campbell, and Dan Graham has a leadoff double. And that is a big hit there for the Blue Sox as they try to tie or reclaim the lead. That's the first time the Blue Sox have had the leadoff man on tonight. In fact, they had the first 2 batters retired in each of the first 3 innings. And went in order last inning. For Graham, that's his second double. And here's Alex Wojtek. 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice last time up. And he takes outside ball 1. Wojtek with 4 home runs on the year. 3 in his last 3 games. Team leader in RBIs in 17 and looking for more here. Takes an off-speed pitch on the outside corner, 1-1. Corner infielders in, and the pitch downstairs, 2-1. Wojtek currently tied for the team record for home runs in a season with 4, and he's still got 8 games to go, including this one. He takes low, 3-1. And maybe they don't want any part of him here. But Jake Wilsey doesn't represent any relief, and he's on deck. The 3-1. Great spot for the slider there, and it's 3-2. It looks like it's hanging, but it's not. It's too far out of your reach to really get good wood on, and yeah, just got to take it. Hope it's a ball, but unfortunately it wasn't. The 3-2 popped up. Calling for it is Gilbride, and he makes the catch. And Wojtek is retired. 1 down, that brings up Jake Wilsey. Wilsey struck out swinging his first time up in the second. Looking for something into the alley to bring home Grammer and tie this game. Wilsey's got an OPS of 1441 and 23 at-bats coming into tonight's game. And he swings and misses at a fastball for strike 1. Can't get desperate here. Graham, small lead at second. And the pitch, breaking ball, misses inside, 1-1. Jake, as I mentioned, riding a 4-game hitting streak right now. 2 homers and a double in that span. He swings and misses at that one, and it's 1-2. A high fastball there. Looking to trade places with Grammer. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 5 strikeouts for Gilbride, cutting through this Blue Sox order. 2 down, and that brings up Justin Silvestro. Stroh flew out to center in the second. Gilbride doing a great job thus far of staying out of danger. Only allowed the 1 run in the first. The pitch into right field. Campbell makes the catch for the out that retires the side. So nothing comes of the leadoff double. And after 4 complete, Royals 2, Blue Sox 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. And be sure to subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel and support LSP on Patreon, patreon.com/LSP37. Borja Jones Barceluthe out there for the top of the 5th. He will deal with the 9-1-2 hitters, Nick Valdario, Jake Santolo, and Brian Campbell. Valdario singled with 1 out in the 3rd, and then advanced to 3rd on an error by Vigers. Eventually scored on that sacrifice fly by Santolo. That tied the game in the 3rd. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 3 men left for the Royals. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error, and 4 men left for the Blue Sox. Here's Valdario. The pitch, taken for strike 1. Looks like there's action in the bullpen, as this is down the right field line and foul for strike 2. Action in the bullpen for the Blue Sox as Chris Law has been throwing. Looks like Kevin Scanlon is also starting to get loose. Oh, and 2 the count to Valdario. Borja winds and delivers. This is popped up. Wilsey calling for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. So for the 4th time in 5 innings, the leadoff man is retired for the Royals. And the lineup turns over for Jake Santolo, who's 0 for 1 with an RBI. And he gets him to foul this one off for strike 1. This is already Borja's longest outing of the year. He went 3 2/3 innings against Watertown on June 12th. As he misses down and in there, 1-1. He's pitched 12 1/3 innings in 5 games before tonight. 1-1 with a 2.27 ERA, and that's in there for strike 2, 1-2. Allowed 5 runs in a loss against Reading on July 9th. Chopper to short. Rocco handles it. Fires to first in time. 2 down. So that'll bring up Brian Campbell, who struck out swinging in the first and flew out to center in the third. And misses down and away for ball 1. Borja faced the Royals once last year in the regular season. He got the win in 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run. Walked 3, though, and struck out 8, as that's fouled away and just in front of the Blue Sox bullpen to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch, and it's 1-2. Popped up, and that'll get onto Worthen Road. Borja's been doing a good job of getting Somerville batters to chase pitches that are low in the dirt, but as this is into center field, that was over the heart of the plate, and that gets down for a base hit. So a 2-out single, and that'll bring up John Collette, who is 1 for 2. Flew out to left in the first, doubled in the fourth, but was retired on that fielder's choice off the bat of Gomez. Funny how the leadoff double in the fourth didn't make the Blue Sox didn't pay for the leadoff double in the fourth, but the error in the third allowed Somerville to tie this game, and now runner on first, 2 down for second leading hitter in the ICL, Collette. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second is offline as it carried Wilsey to the third base side of the second base bag. A stolen base for Campbell, and now a big insurance run in scoring position for Collette. Takes outside 1-1. Campbell with his 5th steal in as many attempts. That ties him with Valdario for the team lead. Outside 2-1. The 2-1, runner's not going. It's down and away, 3-1. Royals, top of the 5th. Borja looks at second, and time is called, and probably a good thing, too, as Campbell was running there. So 3-1 the count. The pitch, outside ball 4. First and second, 2 outs. So after getting the first 2 relatively easily, and after being ahead of Campbell 1-2, single and a walk. And now Wagner Gomez comes to the plate. 0 for 1, walked in the second. Reached on fielder's choice and scored the go-ahead run in the fourth. This batter is probably going to be the tipping point for Borja. This very well may be the last batter Borja faces regardless. Borja's at 71 pitches right now. Gomez swings and misses, strike one. Well, he did this in his first two at-bats, but reached base anyway. Gomez is one of the few, if not the only, switch hitters in the ICL. 0-1 the count. And the pitch. Swings at another bad one and fouls it behind the Somerville dugout, 0-2. Borja looking to put Gomez away and get out of this jam. Exhale by Borja. The 0-2. Grounded foul off the face of the Royals dugout. Well, Somerville Royals usually bring a good number of road fans to their games. The 0-2 again. Into right field. Back goes Graham to the wall. It is gone. A home run for Wagner Gomez. What a brutal blow to the Blue Sox. It is 5-1. Gomez knew it. And that is going to do it for Borja Jones Barasaluthe. Gomez with his second home run and RBIs 14, 15, and 16. (5-1) our score. We have a pitching change coming to you from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. This is Blue Sox Baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at www.lexingtonbluesox.com, facebook.com/Lexington Blue Sox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. So Chris Law will take over as the new pitcher for the Blue Sox. The right-hander making his fifth appearance, 0-1 with a 9 ERA. And the first pitch to Sean Harrington is down and in for ball one. What a tough break for Borja. He was twice one strike away from getting out of the inning unscathed. As that is in there for strike one, that allows the 3-run homer, and the Blue Sox, after 5 straight games of just historic offensive output, the 1-1 outside 2-1, find themselves trailing to the Somerville Royals, a team they just beat on Friday 17-1, and now trail them 5-1. Down and away, 3-1. Harrington is 0-for-1, struck out swinging in the second, and walked after being down 0-2 in the fourth. Swing and a miss. And it's a full count. Popped foul to the left and out of play. Law with the payoff pitch. Just upstairs, ball 4. And he comes out of the bullpen and walks the first man he faces. That'll bring up Rob Caggiano, who is 0 for 2. Popped up to second and reached on a fielder's choice. And Caggiano looks to bunt and fouls it away for strike 1. Law comes set. The 0-1 on the outside corner, 0-2. The line on Borhoff, 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs. 4 of them earned as that misses for ball 1. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 79 pitches, 54 for strikes. 1-2 the count to Caggiano, and the pitch popped up into right field. Graham coming in, and he makes the catch for the out. That retires the side, but the damage has been more than done. The 3-run homer by Wagner Gomez, and after 4.5, Royals 5, Blue Sox 1. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Coverage of Blue Sox baseball on LSP continues tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when the Blue Sox host the same Somerville Royals. Watch or listen live at localsportsproductions.com/live. Then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel. Blue Sox, for the first time since the Andre game 2 weeks ago, have some catching up to do. 5-1 against the Somerville Royals. Chris Rocca will lead things off, to be followed by Jeff Vigers and Dorian Rojas. Rock was hit by a pitch his first time up. Blue Sox have 1 run and 3 hits tonight, and they've stranded 4. Big blow being just now the 3-run homer by Wagner Gomez. And that is up and in for ball 1. Blue Sox have 9 outs to play with. Taking one at a time. Upstairs, 2-0. Blue Sox have only had the leadoff man on base once. That was last inning when Graham hit a leadoff double. But he was stranded at second. 2-0. Up and away, 3-0. Blue Sox dugout vocal in support of their shortstop, Chris Ruaco. The 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4, and that is exactly what you want when you're down 4 and you need to spark a rally. A leadoff walk on 4 pitches. And that'll bring up Jeff Vigers, and we'll see if maybe he'll lay one down here. Vigsy is 0 for 2, struck out looking in the first, grounded out to second, ending the second. Gilbride looks at first, comes set. The pitch he does not square and takes outside, ball 1, and that's going to bring Collette out to the mound for a conference. One note of the count as the conference is over. And the pitch, taken all the way for strike 1, 1-1. Rocco's not threatened to run yet. 1-1 the count to Vigers. And the pitch, swing and a miss and a pitch down in the dirt. It's 1-2. Great pitch call there by Collette. Dorian Rojas on deck. Gilbride comes set. The pitch. Chopper up the middle. It'll be fielded by the shortstop, Caggiano, on to first. Not in time for the double play. So Ruaco is retired 6. Vigers reaches on the fielder's choice. At least the Blue Sox stay out of the double play, but it remains runner on first, but now with 1 out. Here's Dorian, who has struck out swinging and grounded out to third. Caggiano not shifting towards third base here with the double play in order. This is into right center field. Back goes Campbell to the wall. It's off the base of the wall. Vigers is being waved around third. The throw to the infield is cut off, and Dorian Rojas comes through with an RBI double, and the Blue Sox chip away here. It's 5-2. First pitch swinging for Dorian. Gets one to right center, and the wind is blown out a little bit. Dorian picks up his 8th RBI and 2nd double of the season. Vigers scores his 3rd run, and now Taylor Ferguson. Ferg 1 for 2 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. And boy, would he love a repeat of Friday night against Somerville as he fouls this one off for strike 1. Remember, on Friday night he was here against Somerville. He was 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. He has 8 RBIs in his last 3 games. He's on a 4-game hitting streak. Looking to continue the hotness here. He thought about it, but held up as it's in the dirt for ball 1, 1-1. Steve Bodner is warming in the bullpen. Gilbride comes set, looks at second. Dorian not a threat to run, bluffs the pitch, fouled off, and it's 1-2. One and 2 the count. 1 run home. Blue Sox still trailing 5-2. And the pitch. Fouled off. Stayed alive there on a 2-seamer. Julian Alvarez fetches the foul ball, gives it back to the home plate umpire. The 1-2 again. Breaking ball down the left field line. Foul. Was just out in front of that one. Rojas at second after the RBI double. The pitch. Low, ball 2. Blue Sox haven't had an at-bat this long tonight. 7th pitch upcoming. 2-2 the count. Runner in scoring position as the Blue Sox look to chip away at this deficit. The pitch. Up and away with a fastball. Ball 3. Julian Alvarez, who represents the tying run, is on deck. He's only going to be the tying run if Ferguson can get on. The 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Bobbled by Gomez! Everybody's safe. E5. Rojas holds at second. And now here's Alvarez. 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a strikeout. He represents the tying run. Gilbride in a jam. The pitch. Breaking ball misses inside. Ball 1. Try to get that front door curveball for a strike. Unsuccessful there. The pitch, up and away, 2-0. Gilbride has worked out of a couple tough situations, relatively unscathed thus far, but he's in another one here. First and second, 1 out. The pitch, up and away, 3-0, throw down to first. And unable to get the tag on was Sintolo as Ferguson got back safely. 3-0 though. Dan Graham on deck. Rojas at second. Ferguson at first. The 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4. The bases are loaded. That's going to bring James McConville out to the mound. And now action will start warming in the Somerville bullpen. Dan Graham already has 1 double tonight. Another one could tie this game. Conference with the entire infield here. And the conference is over. Graham, on Friday night against Somerville, was 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. A big spot. The full windup and the pitch. Popped foul over the screen for strike 1. Remember, there's only 1 out here in the inning. Chris Rocco led off with a walk, but was retired as part of a fielder's choice. Vigers scored on a double, and an error and a walk. The 0-1 to Graham. Downstairs, squirts away from the catcher Collette, but not nearly far enough away for Rojas to try and get home. 1-1. Bases loaded. Rojas at third, Ferguson at second, Alvarez at first. The 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. And you wonder, like Borja, last half inning, is this the tipping point for Gilbride? He fouls this one into the screen, it's 2-2. Alex Wojtek on deck. Graham at the plate is the franchise's leading home run hitter since 2006. A man on deck is number 3 in that category. The 2-2. In the dirt, gets away from Collette, and to score is Rojas. The rest of the runners move up a base, and it's 5-3. So second and third, the tying run is now in scoring position for Graham. The infield comes in. The wind and the 3-2. Little looper into shallow left. Out goes Caggiano. And it drops! Coming in to score is Ferguson. It's 5-4. Graham with the RBI. Alvarez got to third. No sign of the bullpen yet. Here's Alex Wojtek. First and third, 5-4, 3 runs here in the 5th. Wojtek grounded into a fielder's choice ending the first and popped up to the pitcher in the 4th. And he fouls this one off for strike 1. He was going for the record there. Wojtek, again, 4 home runs this season, tied for the single-season record for the Blue Sox since 2006. The pitch. Down and in. Graham runs, and he steals second. So now the go-ahead run in scoring position as Graham picks up his 3rd steal. Full windup. The 1-1. Here it is. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. So that bangs off the aluminum bleachers over at Harold Crum Field. 3 runs, only 3 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, and an error in this inning. The pitch, check swing, it gets away from the catcher! Coming in to score is Alvarez. This game is tied! Graham up to third. Here comes James McConville. We're going to have a pitching change. And the 5-1 lead that the Somerville Royals gained in the top half of this inning has been erased. We have a pitching change coming to you from center field at Lexington High School in Lexington, Mass. Blue Sox 5, Royals 5. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on air or on localsportsproductions.com for as little as $25 per ad. Visit localsportsproductions.com/advertising or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. So, 5-5. We're back to where we started. Jacob Amarello is the new pitcher for the Somerville Royals, and he is pitching in his second game in as many days. Pitched yesterday against Watertown. Pitch is up and away, throw down to second, and they get Wojtek running. So that takes some of the wind out of the Blue Sox sails. But still the go-ahead run in the person of Dan Graham at third. Jake Wilsey at bat. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Up and away. 3-0. Justin Silvestro on deck. Amarello gets strike one over there for strike to get the count to 3-1. Amarello yesterday against Watertown, 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Swing and a miss and a pitch away, and it's a full count. Graham at third, the go-ahead run. The Blue Sox have scored 4 here in the inning. Outside ball 4. First and third again with 2 out. And here's Justin Silvestro. Lefty against lefty matchup here. Stroh is 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts, 1 to center and 1 to right. Stroh's the 9th man to bat in the inning. The pitch popped up into foul ground, but that's going to get out of play, and it's strike 1. Stroh led the team in RBIs last year. Looking for a big one here. Amarello comes set, check swing, it's down and away. They'll appeal, he did not go, and it's 1-1. Stroh grounds this one to the right side through! The Blue Sox take the lead! Graham scores! 6-5! Wilsey up to second. The Blue Sox have come all the way back to take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th, and they're not done as Chris Ruaco steps to the plate. He walked on 4 pitches to begin this inning. Amarello comes set, the pitch in the dirt, blocked by Collette, ball 1. So the book has been closed on Rich Gilbride. The pitch is down and in. Collette blocks, 2-0. Wilsey at second, Silvestro at first. Runners go, this is into left center field, and this is going to get down for a base hit. 1 run scores, being held at third is Silvestro. Into second with a double is Chris Ruaco. It's 7-5. What a response by the Blue Sox. And it'll come back to Jeff Vigers. 0 for 3, reach on fielder's choice, and scored the first of the runs in this inning. This is chopped foul, and it's strike 1. Blue Sox have scored 6 here. In the bottom of the 5th. He lays this one to left center field. That will get down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Being waved around third is Ruaco. The Blue Sox keep the line moving.
Yeah, Blue Sox.
Nine to 5. 8 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. And what a time for the biggest inning of the year for the Blue Sox offense. Dorian Rojas takes strike 1 at the knees. Rojas had an RBI double his last time up earlier this inning. Amarillo comes set, the pitch into right field, back goes Campbell, and he dives, and did he make the catch? He did. Wow, what a diving play to end the inning, but the damage has been more than done. 12 men come to the plate, 8 of them score. And after 5 complete, another tremendous turn of events. Blue Sox 9, Royals 5. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. Want LSP to tape or broadcast your team's games? Rates start at just $50 per game. Video broadcasts also available. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Well, after seeing his team getting shellacked there that inning, James McConville will lead off the top of the 6th against Chris Law. And he takes strike 1. McConville, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. He fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. So Borja's now off the hook. And this is ground to the right side. Silvestro has it. Sets, fires to first. In time, 1 down. So the Blue Sox get the leadoff man. And that'll bring up Adam Johnson, the second baseman. Johnson popped up to first in the 3rd and flew out to center to end the 4th. This is lined to the left side out of the reach of Ruaco for a base hit. So the Royals will now try to chip away themselves. They have a 1-out single, and that'll bring up Nick Valdario, who is 1 for 2 with a single, a run scored, and a pop up to second. This is chopped right back to Law. He'll fire to Rocco for one. He slides, keeps his foot on the bag, and to get the lead runner, but Valdario too quick. I don't think he would have had him anyway. Reaches on the fielder's choice. Johnson is retired 1-6, 2 down, and the lineup turns over for Jake Santolo, who is 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts and a sacrifice fly. The pitch, runner goes, Vigers throws down to second, and they got him! Vigers threw that one from his knees right on the money, and the side is retired. So after 5.5, just like that, Blue Sox 9, Royals 5. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow Local Sports Productions on the web at www.localsportsproductions.com, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, and on Twitter at LSP37. And be sure to follow LSP, subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel, and support LSP on Patreon, patreon.com/LSP37. Bottom of the 6th, and it'll be Taylor Ferguson leading things off, to be followed by Julian Alvarez and Dan Graham. Ferguson reached on an error his last time up as part of the 8-run 5th, and came around to score. And it's in there for strike 1. Everyone who batted in the 5th reached base. As is ground to the left side, Gomez has it, fires on to first, and despite the track runner stretch by Ferguson, he is retired, 1 down. That'll bring up Julian, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI single, a walk, and a run scored. And Julian takes strike 1. Amarello still out there. As that misses outside, 1-1. Fouled off by Alvarez, 1-2. Amarello is from Concord. He comes set, and the 1-2. Check swing outside, 2-2. As that's down and away, full count, went to Choate in Connecticut. Payoff pitch to Alvarez is swung on, miss, strike 3, 2 down. The line on Gilbride, who is on the hook for the loss, 4 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 hit batsman, 2 wild pitches, 95 pitches, 54 for strikes. As this will be Graham line this one to second, and it's caught by Johnson for the out. That retires the side. So we go to the top of the 7th. It is closing time for the Blue Sox. Blue Sox 9, Royals 5. This is Blue Sox baseball on LSP. You can follow the Blue Sox on the web at www.lexingtonbluesox.com. Facebook.com/Lexington Blue Sox, and on Twitter and Instagram at BlueSox_ICL. We have some defensive changes for the Blue Sox as Drew Burgard has taken over in left field for Julian Alvarez, and Connor Green has taken over in right field for Dan Graham. As that is in there for strike one to Jake Sintolo. Sintolo is 0 for 2, swings and misses, strike two. He was at bat when Valdario was caught stealing to end the 6th. That 6th inning, Law threw only 5 pitches. The 0-2. Reached for and fouled away, remains 0-2. Law looking to get his first win of the season here if he can hold on. Misses outside with a breaking ball, 1-2. You know who I miss? Dustin, our K-man who was hanging the...
He was here one night the week you won.
Oh, yeah? As this is into right center field, and this will get down for a base hit. But that was the only night he's been here, huh? Oh, wow. I missed him. Okay. Well, a 2-strike single by Sintolo, and we'll see if the Royals can start to chip away again. Brian Campbell will bat next. He is 1 for 3 with a single, a stolen base, and a run scored. The pitch in the dirt, blocked by Vigers, and it's ball 1. The pitch popped up, foul grounded, out of play, 1-1. 1-1 the count. No one warming behind Law right now. Well, we've seen Bodner warm. We've seen Scanlon warm earlier. The 1-1. Down and in, 2-1. You know, we were talking about how, Borja only pitched, only 3 2/3 innings in one start, in one appearance before the season. That was his longest outing. I wonder if fatigue started to get to him, as that's down and in 3-1, and that's why he ended up getting tagged for 5 runs. Rich Gilbride threw 95 pitches. You wonder if that was the same thing for him. This is grounded to second. Wilsey, slow roller to Rocco for 1. On to first. Double play! So just like that, base is empty, 2 out, and the Royals, who felt so good after that big home run by Wagner Gomez, looking to get revenge on the Blue Sox for the drubbings they had issued them the past 2 times they met, now down to their final out. It's in the person of John Collette, who's 1 for 2 with a double, a walk, and a run scored. Law winds and delivers, and that is down and away for ball 1. This would be a very important outing for Law as well, as this is ground to the left side. Silvestro has it, fires on to first. The Blue Sox win! A huge comeback coming down from 4 runs down in the bottom of the 5th to win 9-5. In a game that took 1 hour and 54 minutes, the winning pitcher is Chris Law. He improves to 1-1. The losing pitcher is Rich Gilbride. He falls to 1-4, no save. The final totals for the Somerville Royals, who fall to 9-14, 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and 4 men left. And for the Lexington Blue Sox, who improved to 15-5-1, 9 runs, 8 hits, 1 error, and 5 men left. Our players of the game are Chris Law, 2 1/3 innings of shutout baseball. And Dan Graham, 2 for 3 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. And basically everybody who batted in the 5th inning just tattooing Gilbride and Amarello and a huge comeback for the Blue Sox. Probably the most important time to have your biggest inning of the year. Blue Sox get one more crack at the Royals tomorrow night. That will be an away game, but it will be at Lexington High. So if you got all that, great. And with that said, this has been a presentation of the Lexington Blue Sox in association with Local Sports Productions, serving Greater Boston student-athletes since 2011. Copyright 2017, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of the Lexington Blue Sox or Local Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. Coverage of Blue Sox baseball and LSP continues tomorrow night at 7:55 p.m. when, as I said, the Blue Sox take on the Somerville Royals again in a away game at Lexington High. Watch or listen live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at LSP at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand and on the LSP YouTube channel. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, facebook.com/localsportsproductions, Twitter at LSP37, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel and support Patreon, patreon.com/LSP37. Once again, the final score from center field at Lexington High in Lexington, Mass. It is the Lexington Blue Sox 9 and the Somerville Royals 5. My name is Sam Feely. Thanks for tuning in.